For today's or this week's adventure, I'll be out here for 2 days. Man, these crows are going crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Check that out. Hang on. This, I thought it was cherry, but it's definitely a member of the rose family, Rosaceae, but I don't think it's cherry. I thought it was choke cherry, but I don't know. I think certainly looks like cherry, but I think it's plum. I think these are a kind of wild plum. I'll have to double check. Let me get a picture. Most of these flowers are already falling off. My goodness. Damn corvids. Goddamn crows. Yeah, I think this is a wild plum. That's pretty cool. So I thought it was cherry at first, but I don't think so. I'll have to come back. I'll have to come back to that and see if it starts fruiting. See if I can get some wild plums. Yeah, listen to these damn corvids, man. There he is. Oh, where's my dog? What the fuck is he doing all the way over there? Hey! What? Careful. What are you doing over there? Are you going on your own adventure? Stay close. Come on. Some dandelions. I'm gonna see if I can scrounge up some wild edibles today. Maybe we'll make speaking of, this is burdock. It's growing right off the trail, which burdock tends to prefer disturbed areas. This is an edible one. You can holy shit, the bugs are bad. If you take the energy and the time to actually dig out this long... Excuse me, buddy, I'm trying to film here. Take out the time to dig up this long root. It's pretty similar to a carrot, or a cross between a carrot and a potato. You can boil them up. I've done it a couple times, but it's really not worth the energy, and I mean, in the last resort, maybe, for that extra boost of calories and sugar. What the hell? Just a nice frying pan right there. That could come in handy. Yeah, you can see the burdock is everywhere. It's pretty easy to identify too. A lot of people might mistake it for rhubarb, but rhubarb is a completely different family. Okay, I'm being eaten by bugs. Let's go. So we got about, I want to say 3.5 kilometers to the spot that I'll be camping at. So I will get back to you after a couple kilometers of walking, because I'm not going to film all that. I've had just about enough of going up. Been going up for over a kilometer. I think we've went up at least 200 meters. And I am just being eaten by bugs the whole time. God, I love this shit. Finally, some flat ground. He's not liking the bugs too much. I forgot how much up and down this trail is. It's like up 100 meters, down 100 meters, up 200 meters, down 100 meters. Whew. Bunch of horsetail. You can make tea with this stuff. It's good for your hair, because I believe it's high in silica or something. So it strengthens hair follicles. I don't know, some shit like that. I've never used it. Lots of raspberries and blackberries in this area too. They won't be fruiting yet, sadly. Pretty sure these are those purple flowering raspberries. I like these ones. They're easy to pick because they don't have thorns on them, really. Just stiff hairs on the stem. Unlike these are... Oh, that's more of the same. There was a patch of blackberries here. At least I thought. See, he's got a bunch of horse flies on his head. Or deer flies. Got him. These little guys. Yeah, we should be coming up on it soon. On the lake anyways. The spot that I camp is on the other side of the lake, so... Huh. No, we're just gonna keep moving. I don't even want to know what that was. Yeah, we're gonna keep moving. If I turn around and I see a black bear, I'm not going to be happy. Okay, I think we're good. Damn skeeters. They're swarming me right now. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna put down the camera. I'll get back to you once I'm officially at the campsite. Another kilometer or so. See ya. Hey, I think I see some turtles. Oh man, the mosquitoes are thick. Yeah, there's some turtles right there. Oh, there they go. Yep, both of them. Nice job, buddy. You scared the turtles. Ugh, mucky. Well, we're officially at the lake. But this is not the camp spot. Yeah, those turtles were sitting right on that log right there. Yeah, I gotta make my way around to that side over there. That's where we're gonna camp. Alright, well. Get back with you once we've made it over to that side. Chase some frogs. Let's go. This is exactly why you go on nature walks. Sometimes you get lucky. $5 Canadian. I'm rich. Ah. All right, we haven't quite made it to the spot yet, but we're nearly there. I'm gonna stick with you for a bit, just because I want to show that there is no trail to this campsite. Just stare off at the spot, just because it's so pretty. Little fish jumped. Yeah, there are. Ah, mosquito. There are lots of little fish in this pond. I mean, they're tiny though. No bigger than 3 inches. Alright, well this is the spot where we start bushwhacking it. Right here, there's this little creek. Oh my god, look at all the little minnows. It's crazy. Hundreds. Anyways, let's get to it. Try not to break my ass here. Probably just grab them with my hand. Hang on a minute, is that a mussel? No way. That looks like. It is. There's nothing in it. It's got that nice knacker though. Wow. It's so pretty. The stuff on the inside with that shiny, that's called knacker. Don't see any more. Okay, I'm being eaten. All right, I've officially made it to the camp spot. Normally this is kind of a winter and fall camp spot, hence all the debris leaves and the long fire pit. It's gonna take a bit of cleaning up, but for right now I just need to rest. Been being eaten by bugs, sweating my ass off. Just gonna take a quick break, sit by the lake. I'm just gonna relax now. Definitely gonna do some swimming today. It is humid and hot. Well, I'm gonna sit here for a bit, smoke one. Catch you in a few. First thing I did was set up the tarp. Pretty simple setup. I mean, everything's already there for me. All I have to do is put up a tarp. Expecting rain tonight around maybe 11 p.m., something like that, 10, 11 p.m. A little bit throughout the night, but by the afternoon tomorrow it should be completely done. So I'm not too worried about rain. Though if it really does start pouring down, I have a second tarp I can put on the front here. But I mean, this is plenty. Like, it's pretty spacious. And this is the accumulation of about, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks of leaves just compacted here. Hey, that's disgusting. This is, yeah, if it starts raining, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I just wanted to get this out of the way. So now I'm basically free to do whatever now. Do a bit of walking, forage for some wild edibles. Just talk about wild edibles or plants that I find. Firewood is on the agenda too, because that's all I have. And this. That's one thing I'm gonna have to watch out for. Tripwire. First thing I see looking at the ground. Patches of them everywhere. It's a wild huckleberry. Or wild blueberry. I'm not seeing any flowers though. It's definitely something has been munching on them. There's also this evergreen. Yeah, wintergreen. Those aren't bad. They're kind of minty. You know what they taste like? Pepto-Bismol. That's exactly what it tastes like. Pepto-Bismol. There's a bunch of those. You can make tea with the leaves and berries. But I would rather have these. See if there's any. I love the contrast of the greens, the dark, and the new growth, the light. Look at that. There's a maple right there. Acer pennsylvanicum. Believe that's striped maple. A good native. Love maple trees. Yeah, that's striped maple. It's got those 3 very sharp points and then distinct. Yeah, that distinct kind of striped pattern on the bark. This is a good one. I love seeing these guys. You can collect sap from them as well and make syrup. It's just sugars are the preferred ones for making syrup just because they have a slightly higher sugar content. But generally it takes about 40 to 60 liters of sap to make 1 liter of syrup. So it's a pretty arduous process. A lot of collecting, a lot of boiling. Hey! Where's your stick? Where'd your stick go? You lost it? Well look, I found another one. Oh, is this your new stick? Don't lose this one. Already lost it. I'm gonna look around for more of those little wintergreen berries. Those are kind of good. They're soothing my stomach with the Pepto-Bismol taste. That's really it. You know, no tent, no bug net, nothing complicated. There's 4 stakes, a little bit of cord, and a tarp. Some wood pieces too. It's really not complicated. Honestly, bringing a tent is luxury to me at this point. I don't even own a tent anymore. I like this because this right here is just nice for me to sit on right by the fire. Obviously this time of year it's a little too hot for that, but found a nice patch of lilies. These are native lilies, Clintonia borealis. I believe the common name is bluebed lily, because they get these like blue fruits. They bloom late in the summer. These are a slow grower. But I love seeing these. They're nice native. I do remember them having like an interesting symbolism, or like spiritual symbolism or something. Like they ward off spells or something. I don't know if you believe in that kind of stuff. I don't really believe in that. But it's an interesting lore. I wonder where it comes from. Nice native lily though. Clintonia borealis is that one. Oh, right here. I think these are bunchberry. Cornua canadensis. They're called bunchberry because when they fruit, they get these like clusters of berries, like 5 or 6 of them that are just really easy to pick. Like you can pick them by the handful, get like a bucket of them in just a couple minutes. They don't have much flavor though, if I remember correctly. I haven't tried many of them. That's the Cornaceae family. Cornua canadensis. And I'm fairly certain this is also native to North America. So this is a nice one. It's a good native. 2 very nice natives growing side by side. Water's pretty clear. See some minnows. There's definitely fish in this lake. I've never fished it though. Not much of a fisherman, to be honest. I believe I'm standing right on the top of a beaver dam. Maybe an old one. Look at all the minnows. Look at them all. Holy. There's a whole school of them. Look at all those. That's crazy. I wonder what they all are. They're just like right at the foot. Looks like one of the entrances to the inside of the dam. awesome native plant to North America. A very cool plant. An orchid, a native orchid. This is in the orchid family, Orchidaceae. These are very slow growing. You see it's got the two basal opposite leaves with a single stem shooting out a single flower. And notice that the labellum has a slit right there rather than like a round opening like most orchids. The pollinator will enter through that slit and exit out the top here. And as it exits, it will get the pollen all over the insect. Trying to remember the native name. Cypripedium? Something like that. Its common name is pink lady slipper. Cypripedium is the genus. Such a banger. Just growing amongst all the Cornua canadensis. It's everywhere. There's one in flower. Just starting to. You know what? I think I'm gonna head back to camp. Start gathering firewood and fire materials and just get it out of the way. That way I have the rest of the day to walk around. They found me. Such a beautiful forest. It's a whole ring of carnivorous trees around the lake. That's kind of the reoccurring theme. Pretty much any lake you go to, you'll see a ring of carnivorous trees, whether it be pines like these. I believe that's white pine. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's white pine. So there's always a ring of white pines, eastern hemlocks, maybe some spruce, a little bit of thuya or cedar, if you want to call it that. But as soon as you get like maybe 100 meters away from the lake, it's nothing but deciduous again, with the occasional carnivorous tree. It's always the reoccurring theme that you have a ring of carnivorous trees around the body of water. Ooh. Another pink lady slipper. I really do love seeing these. Such a wonderful native. Such a banger. Let me know if these grow in your area. If you've ever come across these. More wintergreen. Some old beaver sign. Chomped it down and used the smaller limbs. Yeah, look at that. Chewed it up. Eating the bark. I believe that's a maple. That'd be good firewood. Too big for what I need today, though. Whoa. Interesting. Check this out. Let's get real close. It's like glitter. So sparkly. Not exactly sure what these are. I'm going to assume that it's not some kind of fungal infection. I'm going to assume that this is an insect. The eggs of some kind of pest or mite. I don't think I've ever seen this stuff before. It's very shiny and glittery. I'll have to research that. This plant's being infested by it. It's extremely toxic to humans and I die. There's better stuff around here. Yeah, I guess I'll gather some firewood. Get that out of the way so I can just have the rest of the day to do whatever. Something I set up at this camp spot that I like. These gear hooks. Set up one there. One on that tree there. Also have a tripod, but it's broken. I have to fix that up. He's right on your nose. Hey! He was right on your nose. Yeah, they're bugging me too, buddy. Well, gather some firewood. Just thought I'd share with you something that I noticed from the very first time I visited this spot. Now, I'm not sure if it's just a interesting geologic feature or what exactly is going on with this place, but here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right here, you have this kind of pathway of rocks that goes in a curved line right here. And then a huge pit with the ring of rocks around it, built up around the pit. I thought that was strange. What's stranger is there's more than one of these. There's another one back there and another one further up, and that kind of looks like a divot there. Not sure what it is. I know the origin of these rocks. These rocks are, I don't know, Mesoproterozoic in age. I mean, they're ancient. Billion, 100 million, thousand million years old, easily. I mean, these rocks are truly ancient. And they're like a kind of, they have some like schist in them. Like a mica schist. Pick that up. There's mica all in these rocks. These are igneous rocks, turned metamorphic. You know, they were eventually cooked at some point. But they're mainly composed of feldspar and quartz with some shimmery mica. So I know the origin of these rocks, but I do not know if this pit is natural. Go take a look at the other one. And there's another pit right there. A large pit here. There's a small one there. If I keep going, you can see it. Another ring of rocks. Put in a circle around a pit. See all these rocks built up like a mound in a ring, like a semicircle with a pit. And then there's one up there. That's a huge pit. Like, I don't know, it's very strange. It piques my curiosity. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Native American. And yeah, here's another pit with like a rock ring around it. This is a pretty decent sized pit. I'm not sure, I just find it pretty strange. There's a decent piece of mica along with some critter's house. Yeah, check it out. Mica is a phyllosilicate mineral composed of stacked silica tetrahedra. That's what this is. It's mainly composed of silica. And this is muscovite mica, so silica with a little bit of maybe potassium and aluminum. That's why it kind of looks like a metal. It forms in these sheets. Yeah, a phyllosilicate. And then feldspar. Feldspar is a tectosilicate. Tectosilicates are the most abundant silicate grouping. They're the most abundant mineral on Earth. I mean, like, generally 50% of Earth's crust is tectosilicates. Quartz would fall under tectosilicates. All varieties of feldspar is a tectosilicate. And these mica sheets are phyllosilicates. Oh, look at that piece. Yeah, it's like schist. Metamorphosed mica. Mica that's been cooked. That's why it's got this kind of flattened sheen. Yeah, just observe that for a minute. Just appreciate it. These are plutonic igneous rocks. Plutonic meaning cooled underground. This was a body of magma that cooled underground. The only reason it's exposed to the surface now is extreme amounts of erosion and just some crazy geologic events. You know, tectonic shifting, subductions, zones, and, you know, mass amounts of erosion from the previous ice age about 11,000, 12,000 years ago would have done a huge number on this area. I mean, most of North America at that time was covered in a mile high sheet of ice. Like, we're talking insane amounts of ice covering this entire craton. Craton just being a giant landmass, a stationary landmass. There's some more firewood. I guess I'll continue gathering firewood, but yeah, I just wanted to, I got a little sidetracked, but I wanted to show the pits. I wanted to make sure I got footage of that. So I'll show them again. Here's one. Here's another with that rock ring around it. There's another pit. Then there's this pit. And this pit. It's like a semicircle around it. Pretty sure that's all of them. There are a bunch of like rock formations over there, but nothing as interesting or that piqued my attention like these did. I don't know, these seem very unusual to me. But back to firewood. Here's all that I've collected, along with what was already here from previous camps. So I'll just break this down, stack it up, and then I think I'll go for another walk. Check the area out. Or you know what, I might go for a swim. Water's looking pretty inviting. I think I'll... Yeah. I'm gonna split all this up and then go for a swim. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of this log. Look at them go. Ah, they're on my phone. They fucking... Oh my god, yeah, there's so many. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of this log. I do not want that. Yep, okay. Alright. Replace that log. Got a new one. Put that one over there. And I got this one too. So just a couple final adjustments, I guess, on the camp. But I got my shorts on now. And that water is calling my name. Oh, I'm about to jump in right now.